One heading and two links. Broadcast meeting dash Zoom. Link graphic Zoom logo. Stream
And
the
we're going
Zoom meeting
to
to a
let
custom
Alan in
streaming
as well.
service.
If he's
Streaming
available.
URL edit.tmp /live.restream.io/live streaming here.
Yep.
Admit button. More meeting controls button menu. M.
Okay. Let's see. Let me start up the music and see if the music, you can see the thing moving for the
Leaving menus. Left paranate right Zoom. Return Zoom left paranate right Jaws home team viewer studio. Unknown function called checked space.
Innervision, taking you to a new level of Christian radio. www.innervisionrecords.org. The official website of
Okay. Make sure that you can hear me. Alan, can you hear me? Alan, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Can you hear the music?
Yep, I heard the music for a second, and then it's now gone. Wait, it's there. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Running now? Yeah. Hi everybody, this is the Godfather Soul James Brown. I tell you, this is on. My man is on. Check him out. This is the Godfather Soul James Brown saying stay with it and hit it. Well, okay, thank you very much.
Now, Alan, I need to know, can you hear the Jaws as well?
Yeah, it's in the background.
Way in the background?
Oh, you can hear it fine.
Oh man, I thought I had fixed it. Well, it is what it is.
You did change the sound slightly to where everything has a different sound to it, but
yeah,
it's a good sound.
Yeah, I'm running it through this little mixer. I got this little mixer, and ladies and gentlemen, we're having this little conversation. We are working with the sound and trying to get Jaws out of the way, but Jaws is not cooperating. So I'm trying my little mixer here. Instead of wearing my headset, as you can see, I'm wearing, well, as the audience can see, put my finger in front of the camera. I'm using the, what am I using? I'm using my mic that we're going to be using to record our top 10 countdown. And so I'm using that tonight. And I thought, did you able to get the topics and the top 6 reasons why you should, well, before you sign up for SoundScan, what you should do?
I saw the preview, which went out 30 minutes ago, but I did not get any email. But I did see the preview. It sounds very intriguing. What is SoundScan? How does it work?
Left paranate Jaws home team viewer. SPL in code Wednesday. Why you should sign up for SAP Wednesday.
Don't tell people that. I said, why not? I mean, well, anyway, this is, and then when I did put it on all platforms, I did this for music and art instead of like podcasting and news. So, because, this is music kind of news. So I put it, so when people are looking for music and art news, they can do that. And
topic 2.
Well, and this is interesting that you bring this up too, because I ran into some stuff the other day, which led to some other stuff today, and it all centers around algorithms and how the new way in 2022 is going to be with regard to content and the way that they would like to envision the marketing capability of some people while disallowing the marketing capability for other people. So it's a rather fascinating subject, and it is happening, folks. And, also this does bring up another fascinating subject, which maybe we'll cover tonight, maybe we'll cover it some other night, but it's called the dead internet theory. Now, this falls into the category of art. And I was thinking about writing a song about it. But anyway, I'll tell you, the dead internet theory is widespread idea of when you go to look up information, it's not there, or it goes to broken links, or over there are lots of other,
or Google gives you the half truth.
Absolutely, that's another. Yep, that's another piece to it. What used to be fully displayed is no longer displayed fully. Things like that. You're absolutely right. And censorship, that kind of thing abounds. And then you have bots, which are also a part of the internet. Things that make comments on threads to help boost followers, all while there are spam community standards prohibiting actual real people from making more than, say, one comment on a thread in the space of a certain time frame, like minute or 2 minutes or something like that. Quite interesting stuff. So what do we got on deck tonight for topics?
Well, we are going to,
What should you do before topic 1?
We're going to do this.
What to do before signing up on Sound Exchange.
What to do before signing up on Sound Exchange. And these are my notes that you were hearing Jaws tell me, because, I could just rely on my memory, or I can say, hell no. Let me make some notes so I can stay uninformed.
Yeah, and I think I mixed. Huh? I mixed things up myself. I actually said sound scan. I do apologize. I was looking at incorrectly. Sound exchange. So number 1.
Yeah. And also, people, hit the thumbs up. It helps with the algorithms, and subscribe and follow us as well. And if you like more stuff like this, shoot us an email at info@Innervision.fm. That's info@Innervision.fm. Now, topic one, okay, is
what should you do before signing up on Sound Exchange?
So this is the question: what should you do before signing up on Sound Exchange? And a lot of some musical artists out there, or if you have friends that are musical artists, you can really help them by remembering to do these six things here. Okay.
Topic 2.
Okay.
1. Record your music using high quality Pro Tools.
Now, record your music using high quality Pro Tools, and Alan, you know quite a bit about that because you've been working with some Pro Tools yourself. Like what ones have you worked with to record your what you've done? Like, I think you use Garage, right? Oh, are you there, Alan?
Sorry, buddy, I lost signal for a second.
Oh, okay. We were talking about like the Pro Tools that you have used to record your music and stuff. What Pro Tools have you used in the past?
Well, Pro Tools is actually a brand or whatever, a name of some software out there. There's another one called Reaper, which I'm exploring currently. Along with your stuff, which used to be included in certain packages like Audacity or SoundForge, things like that. So it's very interesting to see how things have grown with regard to that. Just today, I was pushing an update and getting stuff set up for the new year and things, and lo and behold, I had to come across some terms and conditions and agreements and things, blah, blah, blah. And I went ahead and I read through all this stuff. It's good that you read there everything, because if you are going to sign something, you might as well know what you're getting yourself into. Now, here's an example of why you want to read stuff. Just by using this particular software, I now have no intellectual rights to my music if I use this software to go ahead and create any music.
Who sells
Now,
this
I
thing?
can get
Is this
around
China?
it by
Is this all
using
by
different
China?
sound library.
Who sells this stuff? Okay. Is it China or
this
something?
is called, oh boy.
And are they
Let me
connected with
see if I
China?
can come up with I couldn't tell you. This Reaper software is licensed by
Sony Music?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I can't remember the terms and conditions. The name of this.
People out there.
It's-
Wait. It's called Reaper, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Who owns Reaper software? Let's see.
Who owns the licensing, perhaps? Who owns the intellectual property? Gosh darn! I wrote it down.
It's owned by Caucus, whoever that
Caucus.
is.
That's it. That's exactly right. So anyway, all my stuff that I might create, unless of course I use different sound libraries and tweak it a little bit and things like that. But even if I own any rights and royalties and stuff to any songs, they actually own the intellectual property rights. So it's not that I'm not going to use this particular sound suite of digital audio workstation technology, but this is stuff that you really need to be aware of when you're creating for podcasts or using for YouTube certain things, because once you start making money, unless you've got a certain version, which I went ahead and I paid for, you can't do anything with your music. Like I said, they pretty much own it. And
wow.
So I did go ahead and I paid for the full version, but even so, it's now restricted from when it was when I originally signed up, which means, like I said, now that they own all the intellectual property rights, like I said, doesn't matter that they own that. That's fine, because I'll use it for the experimentation phase before I actually, let's just say, go into a studio and use $6,000 or $8,000 pieces of software where you literally create the music from the ground up.
Now, is it pretty user friendly for the blind and stuff?
Yes, there is there's a second
Keyboard?
program that lays over the top of everything, and it's called Osara. And it's a bunch of users that are also visually impaired or blind, visually, whatever the new term is. I can't remember. Anyway, these folks created an overlaying program that helps to let screen readers interface with the mixing software, the different wave files that you might use, sampling software, all the filters and everything else.
Show is ready to be published. Johnnie Innervision.
Stop. Okay. I'm sorry. John's want to interrupt there. Okay. So it's like, yeah. All right. So yeah, we got to dig more into that and find out why they want to take your intellectual rights.
Well, there's lots of stuff in that terms and conditions. That's just one piece that actually stood out. And I suspect that a lot of these digital audio workstations, other sound studio software items will probably go to this model of business, because this way they basically cut out the middleman and have all of the intellectual property rights. Doesn't matter what kind of, quote, royalties one might get it just basically cuts out the artist and musician entirely from having, in my mind, anything of any lasting value. I mean, 20, 30, 40 years from now, some company somewhere that has been bought up long ago will then, how do I explain this? So 40 years from now, a company that owns everything will have invested and done certain things in such a way as to where everything will be under one monopoly, whether it be music, whether it be, it's any information really. It's crazy when you look into stuff, artificial algorithms, the way that our AI is set up, the way that I got to really be careful about how I word things here, but the way that search engines take information, the way that things are marketed, it's all been turned over to the AI. So you used to have human gatekeepers that would keep this kind of information out of the hands of the general public, because of course they don't want to realize that they're being led down a garden path, as it were. And that's really all this is. And so when you're supporting us, you're helping to give YouTube and other platforms information that, is necessary for them to do their job. And, so when you hit that like button or that share button or that subscribe button, it does certain things, it drives certain things. And within music specifically, because that actually affects culture, it affects economies, it affects everything, because music has the power to unite everybody. So it's absolutely insane. What's number 2 on the list?
Number 2 is
mastering recording.
Okay, mastering your recording.
Ah, yes. Yeah, mastering your recording is the most important thing. And that really is more simple than it sounds, but it's actually, it can be complex, because what you're dealing with are different tracks. So you put down your bass tracks, you put down your mid-range tracks, and you put down your high range, or your what do you call that?
High, mid-range.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you basically literally assign a place within a set of speakers, as it were, virtually, digitally, as opposed to doing it the old style way with all kinds of wires and all kinds of things. You can actually digitally assign all of your mixing and all of your all of this stuff that's necessary for both audio and video. So you can sync video to your audio programming, and then when you come in, that's a rabbit hole too, man, because you got automation. Oh man, it's so fun, Johnny. There's nothing better than being a DJ. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Like mixing all that stuff together. I mean, yeah, it's fantastic kind of stuff. And then sometimes you may need somebody else to master it, because your ears are probably sometimes shot because you've been
shot. I'll tell you,
you've been working with that project all this time, and maybe you need some objective ears to say, okay, can you help me with the mastering of this? So you need a fresh pair of ears.
That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right.
So
we got a couple more to go here before the end of the show, and we want to wish you folks a happy holiday season and Merry Christmas. Man, this is really the reason for the season, because music unites everybody, and everybody gets all pumped up for the new year. And songs help us out in times of trouble, and they also help us out in prosperity. We do have a top 10 countdown coming. We're going to go ahead and air that on Friday of next week. So look for that, folks. You're listening to and watching InnervisionFM.com.
Yeah.
We're
and don't forget to
go
send
ahead.
in your songs. Don't forget to send in your songs if you're an artist or a musician, you want to send in a song and knock out one of
That's
the
right. I
top 10.
forgot that you extended that
Yeah.
until tomorrow. What time is the
Yeah.
deadline?
The deadline, I would say like 6 p.m. tomorrow night. Why not?
All right,
and-
6
and
p.m. tomorrow night. Get your songs in there, folks. We've had a few folks submit some things, I'm sure. And what happens when you submit these songs, Johnny? It's a situation where what? It knocks out the one of the people on the list.
Yeah, it depends on how many people you get to vote for your song, and then you can be number 3, number 9, or 8. Depending on how many people will vote for your song, you can climb up that list and knock out. Right now, I see Fingers T, the God Drums. He's pretty high up there, so I don't know if anybody can knock him out. Mike Johnson in the second, and D'Angelo T, of course, is the third one. So those guys are got quite a few numbers. So you're going to need a little bit more than 10 people to vote you past those guys. But give it a go. Give it a shot.
Folks.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, give it a shot. Give it a shot. How do they do that? Do they
just send us an MP3, radio edited MP3 through info@Innervision FM. That's and I just now found out something while you were talking. You're talking through my headphones where I hear my jaws, and tomorrow we can call you up and then just set this up where we're not broadcasting and figure out how to get you out of this my jaws USB. So now I now get a clearer picture of what's going on here, Alex. So anyway, so that's part of that. Now
make sure you add your metadata to each
wait,
track.
hold on.
Must your recording.
Okay, I should.
Make sure you add your metadata to each tracks.
Okay, make sure you add your metadata to each track.
Now your metadata is tedious and long and drawn out, but it is necessary and it is important. And as much as you can put in there, I mean, even a little bit will help because you can always update it. But website. Who the person wrote it was, or who the person you want to have featured. You can set all kinds of settings in that. Don't get bogged down with it. I think that's one of the main things is get something in there so that the metadata is there, but you can update all that info later if you need to.
And I'm going to be checking the music that comes in. I'm going to look at the metadata, and I'm going to send you back some information and say, hey, send me another copy, get this metadata in there, and it's all to help you. And once you become the record company, this is what they do. They get interns, and they point at them and say, you do that. Right? And but now you're the intern, you're the record company, so now you have to point your finger at yourself and say, you do this. So anyway.
And that's just a byproduct of what we got going on with the way that they're setting up the AI and the way that the algorithms are being set. On the one hand, we're being censored out of existence if we're conservative. On the other hand, they need our business. So we got to do certain things within a certain set of parameters. We'll just put it that way, especially coming in 2022, folks. It's a brave new world.
Okay, and then this is the next one.
Sign up with either a SCAP, BMI, or any other P.O.
Now, sign up with BMI, SCAP, or other PRO. So when you do get royalties, I mean, you'll get some of your pay through them, and we're gonna find out where you can get some of your other pay as well. Let's see. Now, okay, let's see.
Copyright your music.
Then copyright your music.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a little bit of money, but
that's the most important.
But it's a government site to go, and it's pretty easy. I've done it. It's pretty easy to do. And once again, it's like just in case if somebody takes your song and they're using it, and they say they wrote it, then you have proof, legal proof to hold up in court to say that you have rights to that music and you're the originator of that music.
Yeah, that's one of the foundational steps that helped Eric Clapton win his lawsuit in court recently against that lady that bootlegged some of his stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely. So it's just one of the things that we do. And let's see.
6. Sign up your tracks for worldwide distribution.
Then you go and then you sign up your tracks to worldwide distribution. Now, for suggestion, you can go to Innervision FM, and there's a link there, and we get credit when you sign up using this distributor. So it's a way that you can help donate to Innervision and get that distributor at the same time. So go to innervisionfm.com, and you'll see a link to go in there and sign up on the distributor that we recommend, and they take
absolutely
out the,
folks.
So yeah, that's definitely another way to do it. Oh, and if I this tonight, the end of the show tonight, or the day, I ended up sending my grandkids some presents, and my daughters through the internet some presents, and so some of the presents they're going to get Friday, and then some of them they're going to get after. I procrastinated. Yes, I'm one of those last minute shoppers. And it was so interesting. I saw this show I heard the show on the radio. I was just surfing because I didn't want to hear any more of this fake COVID news. And I heard this lady talking about this, how she made these recipes, vegan foods for her children. And I said, well, I know my daughter is this way. And so I figured I'd send her a cookbook so she'll have some ideas and come up with some healthy stuff for my grandkids. And especially my hyper grandson. I mean, he jumps all over the place. It's just
kids are great. They do the darndest things.
Yeah.
Kids do the darndest things.
Yeah, definitely. So anyway, so let me get back to Zoom. Return the meeting.
Menu, more meeting controls button.
So we're gonna call it a night, and we're gonna give you guys like a 4-day weekend. And Merry Christmas to everybody as well.
Merry Christmas, folks.
And don't forget to share this and give it a thumbs up. And we'll see you next week.
Alt Q,
next week.
Leave meeting to enter.